Salute wrestling friends and welcome to the Figure 4 TV. Now today we got some good news and we got some positive conversation when it comes towards AEW. I just finished watching Collision and AEW, they hit a home run tonight on Collision. Yes, I give credit where credit is due, and like I tell you, I'm not just up here ranting and raving about what they do wrong. I actually like AEW and I want to see them succeed. And today, they hit a home run. So yeah, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new over here. And hit the subscribe button and set your notification. And let's talk about it. Okay, now, so in my opinion, Toni got 3 things definitely working for him. And he got one situation that's a quick fix. Now, let's talk about the Toni Storm and Mariah May situation. Now, this is storytelling, guys. We can't say that AEW, they don't have storytelling, because when it comes to this feud, this is good storytelling. And let me tell you why this is good storytelling. If we're going to have Sasha Banks, our heel TBS champion, TNT champion, whatever. She got a bunch of belts, and ain't none of them the world's champion. So she's the queen of the mid-card titles. She got a bunch of mid-card titles. Like I said before in my other video, all 6 of them titles equate to a European Women's World title in WWE. But in any event, since she's going to be your heel champion, and I don't know if she's not really over. She get a reaction, but she get a heel reaction. She get go away, get off my TV reaction. But that's your heel, because we got to get the heel and face dynamic situated in AEW. Now, if Sasha gonna be your heel, then okay, you're gonna need your women's world champion to be the face. So this is where you have Toni Storm, and I love the way they use Toni Storm. Go with what worked. Go with what gets you to the dance. Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm, is what drew so many eyes on AEW at a time where nobody cared to watch. You were fumbling CM Punk, you fumbled Cody, and nobody cared to watch AEW, but we watched for Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm. So it's good to see that she went back to that, and she was over, guys. For those of you that did not see tonight, check out this promo and check out this evolution back to timeless Toni Storm.
Makes you think our dance is done. Each scar, every drop of blood, I will feel forever. But now, it's my moment in the sun. They say the hardest role you will ever play is yourself. And what you just witnessed is the performance of a lifetime. You may be the woman from hell, but you came from my womb, and I will shove you back up there and
Yes! Let's fucking go, Toni!
Time is Toni Storm, and I'm gonna rip your tits off!
Yes! Toni, 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 Toni,
remember, Mr. Tony, your younger audience, your more disturbed audience may want to see the bad guys win, but those people do not support. They don't buy. They don't spend money. At the end of the day, people get emotionally invested with these faces. Did you guys hear the pop that she got? Now, when you run with Toni Storm being the face, man, you're going to sell out. You're going to sell more tickets. You're going to sell more tickets. Now, you have Toni Storm chase Mariah May. People going to pay to see Mariah May lose. They don't want to pay now to see her win. They want to see her get her ass kicked by Toni Storm. And that's what's going to bring people to your arenas, Toni. You're going to get your numbers up, telling stories, but having your face chase and win. Don't have your face chase and put over the hill. That don't make sense. That don't sell tickets. So you got that going good, and I'm glad to see that he did that. And that was great. That worked very well. And I was invested tonight. Now, another thing he got going for him is the Ricochet character. He managed to, within a couple weeks, get Ricochet back on track. And it's a fresh start for Ricochet. I still think that Ricochet needs to bring in Samantha Irvin. Now, I don't know what her contract situation is with WWE and how that's going to work. I don't even know if Ricochet want her around him or want her around the boys. He might want his girl to just be at home. You know, it's a lot of men that are like that. They don't want their girl to work. So I don't know what Ricochet situation is, but we can use a macho man heel Elizabeth dynamic with Ricochet, and that'll put him extra over. The only thing we don't want to do with Ricochet and Swerve, that feud, is we don't want to keep trading wins and losses. We got to figure out who we want to win the overall war, and then we could pick and choose who win the battles, the individual battles. But we don't want to keep flip-flopping wins and losses on the battles. We want somebody to go in looking dominant, looking extremely unbeatable, and then whoever's going over, go over. We don't want it to look like, oh, I can't look weak, so I gotta beat you up after you beat me up, and then next week you beat me up, and then I beat you up the next week, and it start to get obvious, guys. So we gotta make sure we drag it out. It's okay. It's okay to lose 2 times in a row, Swerve. It's okay. Ricochet did it. So we want to keep that character where it's at. And third, this Hurt Syndicate is great. This kind of is the same blueprint that we used for Jade Cargill. We using the same blueprint that WWE used for Jade Cargill with Bobby Lashley, because we know Bobby Lashley is a superstar, but we just can't put an individual strap on him just yet. That will ruin the morale of your locker room. Think about it. If Jade Cargill came on over and we just threw the women's title on her, that would have ruined the morale. Yes, Jade Cargill is a superstar, and yes, she's going to be great. She's going to do good numbers for you eventually, but she's green, and there's other people in line. There's other people written. Remember, WWE, they not with the hot shot matches, and they not with hot shot in the title, so they have their scripts and their storylines and who's going to lead their company. They have that written out months ahead. So they got to continue to do, AEW got to continue to do what they're doing with the Hurt Syndicate. And that's good. So now Bobby gets rolled out with at least a tag team title, but you put some type of title on him to show his value until you decide what you're going to do with him on the individual singles tip. So, and right now, Bobby got to wait. So, Bobby can't be in a rush to get that AEW World title because there's so many people in front of the line. And you know Toni work off favors and favoritism. So, Bobby Lashley, he's doing good. That's as good as he's going to get. He got a title. So, for my Bobby Lashley fans, y'all can rest easy. It's a slow burn. It's going to be a slow build with Bobby Lashley. But those are the three things that I see AEW doing very, very well. And last but not least, if they get rid of the Death Riders, if you transition the title off Jon Moxley onto a face, you get you a face. We should have did this with Powerhouse Hobbs. We should have did this with Orange Cassidy. But we could have transitioned the title off of Jon Moxley because you don't want another Moxley MJF match. But if you transition the title off of Moxley and you put it onto like a Powerhouse Hobbs or Orange Cassidy and then have MJF beat one of them, you have your heel MJF and then you have all of your faces chase MJF. And that's how you do it, because this Death Rider and Jon Moxley is stale. And the whole NWO, trying to create the NWO invasion angle, it's failed. It fails. Even when WWE attempted, it just fails. We've seen it before, and it's just no interest in that anymore, in that angle anymore. So we got to get rid of the takeover angles, all right? And we got to split these fractions up. It's way too many fractions. And again, all the Death Riders is that's the old WWE crew. We got to stop with this splitting the crews up. We got to stop with this AEW's locker room and then the WWE locker room, and then you got Jericho. You got the Learning Tree, who is neutral. That's the neutral clique. Then you got your AEW originals and their clique, and then you got everybody that come on over to from WWE, they click up. So you got a divided locker room, and then he splits his shows, Tony Khan that is, splits his shows up, and he book his shows according to that. Like, unbelievable. But Tony, back to the reason why we did the video, the Mariah May and Toni Storm, man, listen, that is good television. Great job, AEW. Great job, Tony Khan, or whoever wrote that, booked that. Keep going. Don't drop the ball on that. Definitely, we need the title off of Mariah May. She has done nothing with it. She just kept it warm for Tony. So let Tony get it. Tony could chase, but let Tony get it. And then we need Tony. We need to see Tony versus Miss Monet. Y'all love 5-star matches. What's taking y'all so long to book that one? Let's go on and book that one, because I would love to see who's going to go over, because we all know Miss Monet should put Tony over in that match. But that's going to get very interesting. But you can't hide her and you can't shield her too long, Tony Khan. So it's going to be interesting, guys. But y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think about the new, well, it's not new, but what y'all think about Toni Storm going back to timeless Toni Storm character, and what you think about the feud with her and Mariah May, and how do y'all feel about a match between timeless Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné? Let me know in the comment section, guys. You know I read every single comment. Appreciate you. Thank y'all. Don't forget to hit the like on your way out. And check out the video that's going to pop up on the screen. I think you might have missed it.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.